The NFL has crowned 59 teams as world champions, but none of these great teams have pulled off the most historic and iconic thing to ever be done, a three-peat.
We're not done, dog. I want 3.
We gotta get 3.
3. No one's ever got 3.
After watching what happened in Super Bowl 59, winning 3 straight chips should be an afterthought for most clubs. But I'm sure some fan base thinks they could do it. You're going to talk yourself into saying the crazy part out loud, fam. Hey, we got a QB on a rookie deal. We can make a run.
He just has a great feel for the game.
We were 1 game away from the bowl. They'll be back.
We'll be back, brother. We'll be back.
We won the Super Bowl with a young team. Of course, we can do 3 straight. My favorite, we are just 1 piece away from making a big run.
We like that last piece, man. We can do this for a while.
But are you really that crazy? Is there a formula for the unthinkable to be done? Why is the feat so impossible to accomplish? Well, let's unravel. Chapter 1, the journey. Getting through a 17-game regular season, having 2 or 3 playoff games, depending on seeding, and then competing in the biggest game of every coach and player's career are the hurdles you face to be the champ.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia.
But you do it year after year. Why? Because for some, the journey means more than the destination. AJ Brown made the internet go crazy after he felt the same way. Some people just enjoy the grind. What can I tell you? An NFL locker room is literally filled with different type of mindsets. But the path to glory is charted with the Super Bowl victory as the destination, and everybody on that same page. 21 of the 32 NFL clubs have won the Super Bowl since its inception on January 15, 1967. These 12 fan bases have not tasted the sweet joy of success. You can comment down below why your team is ringless or not. Celebrating the first chip is a great feat, but only 9 times have there been back-to-back champs. As a team, enjoying the moment sometimes can compromise the next journey on the table.
We've been so spoiled over the last 2 years, all we know is winning.
Chapter 2, the curse. Not until the 24-25 season has the NFL ever had a repeat champion challenge for a 3rd consecutive chip, which means a franchise seeking a 3-peat did not even reach a Super Bowl in that 3rd season. Call it what you want, but bad juju surrounds a 3-peat, my opinion. There must be some equation or formula that can predict if anyone can lift this curse, right? Chapter 3, formula none. The majesty of NFL football reminds us that it's any given Sunday or Thursday, whatever. But this means your team can win or lose anytime they take the field. This includes on Super Bowl Sunday. What factors are included with a potential 3-peat? Well, we can always start with the quarterback, of course. See, the generational quarterbacks are consistently making teams feel like they could win it all. 7 future and current Hall of Fame players led their teams to consecutive Super Bowl titles. But even the greatest QB hasn't pulled the trigger on a 3-peat. No rookie quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl, so you can get that cheat code straight out of your head. So the point is, whether you got a guy on a rookie contract showing a lot of promise, or you got a guy on GOAT status, but he's going to take less money to help the team, or you got a guy who just does what's required to win. It really doesn't matter. No great or even Hall of Fame kind of quarterback can ever get 3 of them things in a row. Next, the complete roster. Talented teams have players on the roster that have a makeup of Pro Bowlers, All Pros, and Hall of Fame dudes. But the glue guys, the ones that keep the team together, they're the ones called upon to step up when their number is called. That 53rd dude who barely made the cut or was on the practice squad and got called up typically are the difference from getting a ring or not. Problem is, on average, the NFL has roster turnover from 25 to 65% clip. So that means a quarter or up to over half the players on the team will be gone following a long season. And after a Super Bowl victory, that exacerbates this issue. See, players set to become free agents or had a crazy season leading up to the bowl probably gonna want more cheddar. They want the bag. And sometimes success breeds greed. And with that, as the saying goes, more money, more problems. Wear and tear. With the NFL pushing for 18 games, we'll talk about that in a separate video, the season can be grueling. The NFL changed the format of the playoffs, so only the number 1 seed in each conference gets a bye. The only thing that will balance this out is, 1, the NFL gets another bye week, or your team makes it to the Super Bowl, and you have that built-in 2-week break before the game. Basically, this is another bye week batched in. However, it's not really a bye because the league has made the Super Bowl such a big media monopoly. So even if your body is physically rested, your mind line isn't. And that leads to some emotional fatigue by players or coaches. They just want to get the game over with, or you start overthinking your game plan and can't visualize the things you need to do on the field. And every team is, of course, one bad injury away from their Super Bowl hopes going down fast. Or, of course, it's the wrong day to have a bad day. Making deep playoff runs every year means you play an extra 2 or 3, and the Super Bowl being that 4th game than your opponents. So the burnout and the wear and tear on your body is going to be real. And the NFL has a 100% injury rate whether you're tired or not. Lastly, we have the coach. 6 coaches have repeated as Super Bowl champs. Last video, we discussed how important coaching is. But with the uncertainty at the coaching position, and only 6 men have ever commanded their teams to back-to-back championships, you can't find a play caller or leader of men that can outmaneuver the foe of a three-peat. Obviously, the numbers dictate we won't have a three-peat, but I'm sure you, the fan, player, or coach, might want a piece of history, standing all alone in the NFL record books with your own wing in Canton, Ohio. But does the league really want that?
Bit of the script, right? That I write a script, and I have the script for the entire season.
Chapter 4. The Shield. As I've broken down, the NFL really has no interest in letting the same team win 3 straight Super Bowls. I mean, it's splitting up $200 and something million. So you cutting into the business. And where is the fun in that? 9 teams have back-to-back, but 0 have three-peats. Why would the league not want that? Money, baby. As I said, it's a big business, and the league is also in bed with a lot of betting companies. Fans already was looking at the Chiefs sideways and the league for making 3 straight Super Bowl appearances.
Officiating has favored the Chiefs, public perception.
And don't think the league wasn't hypersensitive or is hypersensitive to the parity it preaches and the propaganda that any team could make a run. Browns fans, you're not making a run. To be honest with y'all, I don't think the NFL really wants to see this happen. Maybe for the right team or right player. I mean, they didn't do it for Brady, but I have said it once and I'll say it again. If you think the league could, let's say, influence outcomes, then you surely understand having the same team win the big one could hurt the business. The NFL doesn't like the business to be interfered with. Chapter 5. Unbreakable. Where does that leave teams seeking to do the unthinkable? After taking in what I've said about the big three-peat debate, it's clear. I just don't see a single team doing it. But it's not up to me. It's not up to you. It's up to the teams. The Chiefs were the only team in the NFL history to win 2 straight Super Bowls and pop back up in the big dance. That's the closest we may get in this generation of football seeing it happen. But like I said, you may talk yourself into it. So make your three-peat case in the comment section down below. What does it take to pull off a three-peat in your opinion? And do you see your team or anyone else being able to do it? If you want to learn a little bit more about the most important position on the field to winning Super Bowls, go check out this video above. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one, fam. Peace.
Three-peat is the NFL's white whale, and it may take a miracle to get the job done.